So now we know that tourists come from all over the world. We even know how to greet them, thanks to little Sammy. There are many more important things to remember when dealing with a tourist. Linda's husband works at a hotel as a concierge. He's very dedicated to knowing about different people. Linda wants to share with you what her husband knows.
Nobody understands people quite like my husband, Sia. He always wants to learn all the little things that make someone from a different country feel more special in South Africa. Let me tell you about some of them. American tourists. Americans love a friendly welcome. Tell them about the best way to get around the city because they want to explore and mingle with the locals. They are usually looking for a great place to have a cup of coffee and a delicious meal. Angolan tourists. Angolan tourists are looking for a city vibe. They want to know more about the best places to shop for big brands. They also want value for money and family-friendly experiences. Australian tourists. Australians love a glass of wine or an ice-cold beer with a local. Because they are between 6 and 8 hours ahead of us, they are usually up very early in the morning. They value fitness and being active, so suggest early morning walking trails and activities to them. Brazilian tourists. People from Brazil love dancing the night away. During the day, a Brazilian tourist prefers being in the great outdoors. So tell them about the beautiful beaches, wildlife experiences, or adventure outings in your area. They are shopaholics who also love a good cup of coffee, so suggest shops that offer value for money. Chinese tourists. When not having their traditional food, Chinese tourists love fine dining, so suggest only the best restaurants that serve fresh seafood. For fun, they enjoy going to karaoke bars, safaris, and places that have a lot of local culture to learn about. They usually travel in groups, so make sure you can accommodate many people at once. Congolese tourists. Congolese tourists love being out at night, so tell them about beautiful nightclubs, bars, and casinos. They are interested in shopping for big brand names, relaxing at the spa, and discounted concerts or sports events. When they travel with their children, they want to take them to theme parks or the zoo. Dutch tourists. Dutch tourists are adventurous in every way. Tell them about community tours, wildlife attractions, and other outdoor activities that offer value for money. They are happy to try ostrich and game meat, and also love having a drink at a local pub in the evening. English tourists. Besides receiving a warm greeting, English people love their sports and enjoy being outside. If they want to shop, point them to an arts market where they can buy typically South African crafts. After a long day of safari and outdoor activities, they like to relax by the pool or watch a match at the local sports bar. French tourists. French tourists love the finer things in life. They want to shop for jewelry, indulge in delicious wine and food pairings, and visit museums, galleries, and exhibitions. They appreciate affordability, so suggest flea markets, local jazz bars, and a taxi cab to move around. German tourists. German tourists want to experience everything that the city has to offer. They love walking to nearby coffee shops, pubs, clubs, galleries, and restaurants, and don't mind taking public transport to places that are farther away. They are big fans of the great outdoors, so tell them about spots where they can enjoy bird watching, live music, or hiking trails. Indian tourists. Indian tourists have special eating routines. They want to have a glass of water before, during, and after a meal, and also appreciate a finger bowl with lemon after they eat. They love shopping in places where they will not feel rushed, so suggest markets and malls. At night, younger tourists like to party, so tell them about good transport options. Italian tourists. Italian tourists love good food and wine. Attention to detail is very important to them. So tell them about hotels that offer flowers, chocolates, and an espresso machine. Italian tourists love to experience truly South African things like a safari, a trip to Robben Island, or the Apartheid Museum. Japanese tourists. Japanese tourists prefer dealing with one person as the main contact throughout their trip because they are more comfortable with a familiar face. They love shopping for jewelry and local fashion. They enjoy natural and cultural experiences, so suggest theme parks, beautiful beaches, zoos, and safaris. Kenyan tourists. Kenyan tourists love a big city vibe. Tell them about all the best malls, restaurants, nightclubs, bars, coffee shops, and places that play live music. Kenyans love people and don't mind hearing a friendly joke after you greet them in Swahili. Nigerian tourists. Nigerian tourists like the VIP treatment. So be friendly and accommodating. Tell them about beautiful restaurants and night hangouts with a city vibe. Because they are big shoppers, they want reliable transport that can also take them to places with a lot of South African history, like the Apartheid Museum.